It's New Thought Tuesdays. We're talking to spiritual creatives. Conquer your fear with spiritual strength and harness a fearless life. That's what we're about today. This New Thought Tuesday with Rich and Dean, we are expanding on last week's topic about releasing fear, because we had a really dynamic conversation last week in the inner circle, and we wanted to dig deeper into this whole fear thing. So see, fear is more than false evidence appearing real. And we're going to show you what that is and expose it and kick that fear out to the curb. And we're going to help you focus on fearlessly creating and fearlessly succeeding. And we will go into this inner circle discussion afterwards on Zoom and blast through the topic on how to release fear. And it's going to be great. We've got great ideas, and there's always great ideas from the community. You simply have to join us on the New Thought Tuesdays Inner Circle discussion afterwards. The information will be life-changing because this information is, and sharing that inner circle helps to solidify how you can grow even more and more creative and even more successful and kick that fear to the corner. So
there we go.
We're live. It's Tuesday.
Okay. So anyways,
Richard,
I have some footnotes that I put down here about shifting your thoughts and beliefs about fear and how you can use spiritual principles. And so we come up with a bunch of different steps. And we'll talk about these steps afterwards when we all get together. But just being aware is one of the first steps. Being aware of what you're afraid of, what the fears are that are coming up and what's causing them. Maybe something in the past that you've experienced. And anything that you experienced in the past is the past. And we just need to focus on the present, which is fear. I'm afraid.
Fear, or as we like to say, fear, doubt, and worry, because they're a triumvirate that kind of goes together. That whole thing of, oh my gosh, I'm afraid. And you're right, that awareness is so important. And I think even before that, the whole context of New Thought Tuesdays, the whole idea that not only are you aware, but your awareness, you're aware to make a change in your thinking and make a change in how your life is manifesting. So even this awareness is key, but we're entering into this awareness with an acceptance that we have some input into this. It's not just stuff that's happening to us like, well, no, fear is fear. No, you don't understand. My fear is real fear. It's not that it's imaginary. It's not that it's real. We come to this conversation with an understanding that our awareness makes a difference in our energy, which makes a difference in our life. And I think that's just even the context before that awareness. And then we also have the idea of, okay, great, you're aware of what's going on. You're aware that you have a point in it, a part in it. Then there's that idea of, as you were saying, that fear, the fear, doubt, and worry, challenging your own beliefs, challenging your belief that, no, you don't understand. My fear is this is real. And clients will come to us it's like, coming with the assumption that their fear is actually real and that there's nothing they can do about it. They deeply have a desire to do something about it, but there's nothing that they really can do about it because it's real. So you got your awareness. What's next on the list?
Just changing your negative beliefs from negative beliefs into positive, more affirming beliefs. Visualization, where you visualize, yourself succeeding and achieving the thing you want to succeed, you want to create, and gratitude and faith. And we'll talk about all of those things afterwards in our little after party.
Our inner circle after party. And it's funny how once you're in these thought processes for a while, you just kind of throw off awareness. Okay, yeah, sure. Challenge negative beliefs. Oh, of course. affirmations. Who doesn't love affirmations? Visualization, right on, or visioning, another aspect, or gratitude, or faith. When you get into this conversation over the years, these just become go-to tools.
Yeah.
But for some of us, they're like, oh,
Yeah.
forgiveness? What? And that's what I love about the community, is we all get to talk to one another from different points of view.
Yeah.
And we get to support one another in that idea of how our assumptions are serving us and what spiritual tools we can use to move our joy in life forward.
Yeah. You know, I have some, let's talk about some fear that I have right here, right now.
You got fear?
Yeah. But you know what? I have the spiritual tools to work through that. So I always go right back to spirit. Whenever I get in fear, that's my relief. That's my affirmation. That's my, you know, what are those other things? My awareness of it.
Yes.
Visualizing. I start to see it as the divine presence, as God would see my life unfolding in perfect order. And that really helps me a lot. And then I have the faith, because I have faith in this power and this presence that's working in and as and through me. So one of the things that I have fear about lately that came up is that, you know, I've been talking about wanting to just get out there and do my creativity, make movies and stuff like that. And I've been working with my wife on the idea of, she's a teacher, teaches after school art to children. And she's got this great personality where she's like a Bob Ross, I think is his name.
Okay.
The artist, and Mr. Rogers. She's like a combination between the two. And you go into her classrooms and watch her working with these kids, and it's just amazing. They love her. They have a great time. And so we were talking about doing a TV pilot for that to see if we can create something for her. And part of my fear goes, nah, that's never going to work out. No, we're not going to have the money. Time? Well, who's got time? I've got all these other things on my plate. And so all these fearful things come up, but yet spirit inside of me is saying, this is a great thing. This is something that she could be really successful at. And so, and since COVID, her business has slowed down a lot, and it's tough trying to pick it back up. So it's like, okay, so why not create a little YouTube channel, a TV show, or whatever? Who knows who would pick it up? You know, it could get picked up just by doing it online and starting out. So, basically, I go right back to the same thing again. Abundance and prosperity is mine. It's my birthright to have abundance and prosperity. I'm one with the infinite intelligence. I'm one with all the abundance and prosperity in the universe. The right people, places, and things are going to show up to help me get this thing done. I just have faith that that I have this power and this presence behind my back, kind of watching me and helping me out to get this thing done. There's nothing to worry about. Fear, doubt, worry, be gone.
Fear, doubt, worry, be gone.
Basically, I just go to this, my spiritual connection to the divine really helps in when I, you know, get in a position of fear, doubt, and worry.
Yeah. I think that you know, that there are different levels that we all go to. And I've been in these teachings for a long time, and I think one of the things I'm aware of as a student of the science of mind and a student of Christ consciousness, if you will, is that this is a human experience that we're having, and it becomes a lifelong learning of spirit. Because every time, for instance, when I'll pick up some Ernest Holmes that I've read many times, or someone that I have read in the past, you pick it up with a new perspective. And so as I'm at this place in my awareness, I go down to a fear that I have. And the fear that I am really using this session to identify and to work within myself is fear of those things beyond which I really believe I have the ability to
control
anything about or control. So So it's like, I'm going along, and let to that science of mind, got this stuff going down. And then all of a sudden, there will be a wall where I'm like, oh, I've really found some fear going on there. And I talked last week about some concerns I have for family members and some fears that have come up. And I think when I find that, and that happens much less than it ever used to, but there are times when I will find a place that's like, holy, have I not been studying this stuff? What? Do I not know the truth when something appears so daunting to me? And that oftentimes with me has to do with the ideas that we're talking about, having fearless creative success. Well, folks, we're talking about fearless creative success because it's one of the things that we are embracing. Rich and I are embracing fearless creative success because there's some ideas there that need us to be aware of. We need to change our negative beliefs, and we need to use affirmations, visualizations, and gratitude and forgiveness, as we were talking about, to really release some of these. And it works.
Yeah. However, it's not our job to try to figure it out, to try to get beyond that block. Our job, I believe, is to just have the vision for what we want to create and take action towards it and trust, knowing that everything is going to work out for your highest good. But when you try to, like for instance, with my wife and creating this show, if I try to go out and in fear, don't worry, make this happen. Oh my God, I gotta go raise the money. How am I going to get the money? And oh my God, the time. What am I going to put aside that I'm working on now in order to do this? And all this fear comes up. It's not my job. That's God's job. That's infinite intelligence job. I know what I want. I can vision for it. Like you said, visualize it. I can sit in gratitude, part of the 5-step treatment that we do, the secret prayer, which is the fourth step is gratitude. Just be in gratitude, have faith. And that's all we really have to do.
Wait.
Do all that
wait a minute. So what you're saying is that I don't have to fix this, or I don't have to figure it out? Are you implying that there's a power and a presence greater than me that is actually in the flow of this?
It's omniscient.
It's omniscience. And when you do that, when you're in that place, I just hurt my hand, Rich. When you're in that place, it's like all of a sudden, none of that is true. But the glorious, glorious thing, none of what you said, which I deeply believe, Rich, I'm being facetious for those of you who don't know me. In that instant, we don't believe that it's true, but it's like when I used to watch the cartoons in the morning, and the cat would be running around, and all of a sudden it would slam up against against the wall, and then it would peel itself off like wallpaper against the wall. When you peel yourself off, when you know this stuff, when you have more of this in your beingness, you can peel yourself off so much more gracefully and quickly. It doesn't mean that this doesn't happen, but it does mean that you can become aware of it, recognize that it is not up to you to fix or change or do. And coming from the whole guy community, we're big into doing things. It is for yours to, can I say the S word? I'll put it in the chat. I don't even think I can say it. It's yours. It's yours to surrender.
Yeah. Yeah. And that cat up against the wall, it happens less and less frequently the more that you do this work. And that's why I'm committed to New Thought Tuesdays and my Infinite Filmmaker teachings. It's because I know this. I know that once you understand the truth, that it's just an illusion anyways. This thing that's right in front of you, that's blocking you, you can it's just an illusion, and you can eliminate it by changing your thoughts about it, by changing your beliefs about it, your faith, by visualizing, by affirming. And it's like magic. It just changes, but if
And
you buy into it, you're going to be stuck with it for a long time. So
for those of you who are listening live with us, or even after the fact, that's why we encourage you to come here and join us in the inner circle, because in our conversations, we open up the topic. And then within the inner circle, in our private conversation that is not recorded, we can all get together and use our collective consciousness to celebrate this information and bring more information to it. It truly is a great way to surrender to that greater power of faith. And so we'll be doing that. And for those of you who are, watching this online and have watched this far, congratulations to your commitment to your own spiritual unfolding and your own spiritual power. Because you don't get 20 minutes into a video online, even if you're playing it at double speed, to get to this point. Go to newthoughttuesdays.com, sign up for I Want to Be Reminded, and we'll just send you the link to the Zoom room, and you can join us.
And we send you a reminder too, the day before, and 1 hour, 1.5 hours before on that day, just a reminder so that you remember to show up. You don't get any other emails or you don't get inundated with a junk mail from us. Those 2 emails is all you're going to get.
That's all you get. Okay, so are we done here? Is there anything more we need to say, Mr. Smith?
No, I think we're good. Let's go into the room and we'll have a little discussion about this stuff. I'm really excited to talk about it. Get some feedback.
Go ahead and turn off the recordings, sir.
Okay.
Let me know when they're all off.
I had the wrong mouse.